I'm up right now. Bitch, I'm up right now. Ain't never coming down.
Check out a Whole Lotta Cash podcast. YouTube, it's near you.
They can suck my dick. Ain't never gonna
Go check out that podcast, Whole Lotta Cash. A lot of street shit on there, a lot of good information. Everybody tune in.
Be aware, any attempt to add a third party to any call from Illinois DOC will result in inmate disciplinary actions.
Thank you for using Securus.
Yo, welcome back to a Whole Lotta Cash. I want all y'all to get a bag, but you ain't got to crash. You know, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. What's the word, Charles? It's good to have you back, my brother.
Man, it's good to be back, man. I ain't know nothing what you got going on, player.
Oh, man, just another day, another dollar, you dig?
Absolutely.
I got you back for the third time. Everybody know your situation. Everybody know what you're going through. Let's talk about you, though. Let's talk about some of the things that make Supercharged. You feel me?
Oh, man. We got time for that?
I already know it's complex and deep. You mentioned in the other episode that you were a writer. And I know that you're a writer of many different types of works. But I believe your passion is music. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely, man. I've been doing music for a while, man. Since I was maybe like 10. So, yeah, man, that's my craft of choice right there.
You said you've been gone just a little bit over a dub, right? A little bit over 20, right?
Yeah.
So when you left the streets, what was the Chicago or the Midwest music scene like at that time?
To be honest, when I left, we didn't have nobody pop, right? It's like Chicago music fell off after 2000, 2001, and for 2 years we was just dead. But before that, you know, we had the Snipers, obviously, you know, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Twister, you know, yeah, man. We all the old greats, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until 2003 or 4 that we got to hearing about Kanye West, you know, making his resurgence as more of just a producer, but, you know, an actual MC, you feel me? So, yeah.
I bet what a lot of my viewers probably don't know is that you was making a little noise in the underground scene at that time, was you not?
Oh, yeah. I was doing a little something, you know. I wish I would have been out there a little bit longer to really bring it home, but yeah, I was doing a little something, man.
Was you signed?
Well, no, I wasn't signed. When I was in Detroit, though, I was messing with a music group, Dirty Dollars, and we was doing our thing. Things went, I don't want to say wrong, but, you know, they wasn't talking how I wanted them to talk, so, you know, I ended up back here in Chicago, you know.
At what point did you, well, first let me ask you this. What was your initial reaction to drill music in the way that it was being produced?
So the first song I heard was Chief Keef, you know, Sosa, you know, and I was like, man, now keep in mind, you know, at this time it was fairly new to me, so I'll be honest, I didn't give it a fair chance.
It was some old new age bullshit at first, huh?
Yeah, but as it progressed though, you know, it started taking a different tone, and then you got the, you know, the Lil Durks, you know what I'm saying, and the Lil Herb, you know what I'm saying, now known as Herbo, you know, but yeah, at first, man, it was garbage to my ears, man, and I for lack of a better word, but it kind of grew on me, you know.
Right.
I like what the brothers doing now out there. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was the first artist, the first drill artist from the city that made you be like, hold on, let me hear that again?
Man, Herbo, man. Welcome to Fazo Land, man. Like.
Oh, Shorty was going crazy back then, that whole little era.
Yeah, man.
I mean, was it 4 Minutes of Hell and shit?
But not only that, but like, I don't know if people know, man, that was a well put together, you know what I'm saying, joint, because he talked about so many different things on the album, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, man, like he was very versatile on that, man. I was really feeling that, man. So that was the first one, man. So shout out to G Herbo. He's still doing his thing, you know?
Hey, I remember when I first came home, right? I was riding with one of the no limbs, right? And this was like 2010. And he telling me, this nigga here, he finna be ooh, right? So he put the nigga in. And we riding in my car, right? First thing out of shorty mouth was on some GDK shit, right?
Bro, it caught me the same way. I was like, nah, get this shit out of here.
You know what I'm saying? The first one, I let slide, cause you know, I'm like, man, you know, this the music these days. Plus, shorty them from over east, I know how they coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The second or third one, I'm like, man, if you don't take this shit out my mouth, what the fuck?
He got the golden thing that you need in music, right?
What's that?
And people sleep on this, but he has a distinct voice. When you hear him, you know who he is. Not only that, but you know he's serious. It's the distinction of the voices, man. If you think about it, Tupac had one of those voices. You know, Biggie had one of those voices. Jay-Z got one of those voices. Kanye got one of those voices, you know? And he got that. So that set him light years apart.
I would argue that every artist got a distinct voice. It's the styles that runs together. But I think everybody got a distinct voice. What makes his voice so... I don't sound like nobody else. You feel what I'm saying?
What I mean by the distinct voice, right? So, let me think of something. Okay, let's take Bootsy Badass, right?
Okay.
Not particularly my favorite artist. He got a few cuts, but not particularly my favorite artist. His voice sets him apart, and he's so different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like... So look, I'm going to go back to something we talked about in the first part, you know what I'm saying, of the interview. Lotta Baby, right?
Right.
Nobody sounds like him. To me, he's the new age Busta Rhymes, right? And, like, if you look at the comparison of the two, you will see, like, man, yeah, he's doing that. He's on everything, bro. Like, I done seen him do joints with E40. You know, he heavy on the Detroit scene. Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, making cuts with him. King Von was making cuts with him. You know, this brother is everywhere. But not only that, his voice sets him apart. His cadence sets him apart. Like, man, that's what I be looking for in music. Like, a sound that nobody can emulate. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can beat G Herbo. Nobody can beat Lotta Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
from a musical talent standpoint, Lotta Baby is decent. He got flow. You know what I'm saying? He a little bit all over the place with the flow. I don't know about your Busta Rhymes comparison, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to contest that. What I want to say though,
it's debatable.
I gotta feel a certain air, and I understand that your favorite rapper said he killed the whole block before, and he didn't. I get that, and that's not what I'm saying. So I don't want the world to take it like that. But I gotta feel an air of authenticity around this individual for me to like you. You could be talented as shit, but if you know what I'm saying, if you not that, what I'm hearing coming out your mouth and I can see it on you, I'm not going to be interested. And that's just how I am when it comes to me liking my rappers, right? So, Lotta Baby looked the part, you know what I'm saying? And he talking that shit, but then he said some shit. And we on these jail phones, so I ain't going to get too hot, but he said some shit about his organization and how he had just became a part of that organization when he was like in his mid-20s or, you know, early 20s. And I'm like, nigga, you know, coming from somebody who was in this thing at 13, 14, it's kind of, I don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around that. So now when I hear Lotta Baby, I hear a nigga, seriously, I hear a nigga who probably got a few dollars and then he said he wanted to be a part of something. And I don't like that because I still believe in whatever it is that I believe in. So that kind of makes me not want to listen to him. And I know that's kind of crazy. That's probably abstract to a lot of viewers. You know.
It's not crazy at all, but let me play devil's advocate to that, right?
Right.
And it's real simple. So what I'm slowly starting to learn coming through these prisons, like it's a lot of guys that, you know, didn't get off the porch when I got off the porch. You know what I'm saying? They don't know as much as I know when it comes to, you know, what I know. You feel where I'm going?
Right.
And so it's different when a person jumps off the porch late, but he's holding fast, you know what I'm saying, to the principles, his integrity intact, it's different than guys just being a part of something. So I would offer the pretense that if he's holding true to, you know what I'm saying, the code, you know what I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter when he get off the porch, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter.
No, it does, G. To me, it makes me look at a nigga differently, right? It makes me look at a nigga who 30 years old and he's just started throwing up the rakes at 28. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he ready to die behind it now, but it makes me wonder, like, nigga, why now? You feel what I'm saying? If you ain't latch on to this thing when you was being formed mentally, like, why do you wait until after you're fully grown? At that point, you should have already found something. See, most of us join this thing because we looking for something. At 24, 25, we done either found it, or at least we done tried it. We done already figured some shit out.
I get that, but once again, for the devil advocate, what if said person never had the intentions of joining, and the organization brought it to him? Like, no, we want you because of what we feel you can offer.
At that point in my life, nah, bro, if y'all, yeah, most definitely, let's go on this ride, because I fuck with y'all. You understand? So, yeah, we on this ride or whatever, but as far as, you know, now we talking about we joining this organization and niggas got dues and all this shit, and motherfucker got to keep the, you know, no, because I know that's an extortion move. But that's how I think. Hey, but since we on this drill era shit, what about this Lil J and this Vaughn situation, right? I know you done heard about it. You fucked around and seen the video.
Well, I have not seen any said tapes. So look, right, I didn't have the chance to meet Vaughn. So may he rest in peace. So I don't know him. I heard about the tape. I haven't seen it. But from my understanding, what his homies are telling me is, man, he was just trying to get himself banked. You know, guys are doing little something like that to get themselves banked around, you know, the county. You know what I'm saying? They think he was trying to get banked.
Right now, I'm looking at this time, and I know that bitch finna come on talking about 1 minute left. So look, who you know, and we've been around some stomp down niggas in our time together. Who do you know that moved around from deck to deck like that? Who had to say that?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the situation. I don't want to speak on it like that. I'm just getting what his homies, you know what I'm saying, is telling me, you know, here. You know what I'm saying? Now, with this cat, Lil J, like, I never met him, never been on location with him, but from my understanding, his own homies made him move around when he was down here, because he was on some gay shit.
He was down there in Galesburg?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They said he was on some gay shit down here, and they made him move around. So, once again, I don't know this brother, but the situation is different. Here it is, I got, you know, some guys saying, no, my homie wasn't on that. And then in the King J situation, guys was like, no, he definitely was on that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like, I know the females probably out there like, man, they ain't fucking with no rappers unless they see a nigga tape.
Man, look, it's rough. But look, it's another video that's circulating, though, with Vaughn, but he said to the police on their body cam, I can't go over there because Jeff McGraw over there. Jeff McGraw is Lil J. Please, for the internet to hear, is that or is that not ratting? Is it snitching? Is it overstepping your boundaries with them people?
Absolutely, most emphatically, that is ratting. If that's what happened, that's ratting. You don't never put no nigga name out there and do all that shit. That's ratting.
But because of the quote unquote bodies tied to his name publicly, and I ain't saying nothing that ain't publicly known, because of the bodies that's tied to his name, he get a pass for that. They making excuses for that. So I want to ask you something. In the prison culture, right? Because we know jail different. In the prison culture, has ratting become accepted?
Nah. No, it'll never be accepted.
You have 1 minute left.
It'll never be accepted. But, you know, like, I'm pretty sure it's a slew of motherfuckers.
It's the way these motherfuckers is acting like it's cool for him to do it. But listen, man, I knew she was finna pop up in a minute. I'm gonna put that PSA on here so y'all can hear my brother cut up. Hurry up before this bitch cut out, G. Say what you gotta say.
Man, just, you know, if you want to holler at me, man, gtl.com, man, Eric Williams, R56945, man. Get at me, you know, get me on the email or something, man. Check out my Facebook, Eric Williams 030303. You know, check my paintings out. You know, I got the clothing line coming out soon, Tribe of Chief. You know, fuck with a nigga. There it is.
Alright, Cash.
Hello, this is a free call from... This call is subject to monitoring and recording. To accept this call, press 1. To refuse this call, press 2. To prevent calls from this facility, press 3.
Don't tell me it's gonna be alright when I'm locked inside a cell doing life with no peace or rights. All my old mistakes made a life beyond life with a future so dark you can't see shit right. Hindsight 2020, I'm damn near pushing 40 since the lock me age 21 was basically a shorty with my whole life before me. They took away the vision, hit the kid behind the wall. Now all I see is prison. Guess I should have seen it coming though. What's the difference in 50 years and 100, yo? What's the difference in both of them in the hell? Life inside of a cell, and ride it till I'm still boxed over my emotions, mind mentally in hell. The truth is citizen is that the time will make you well. Fuck patience, I hate waiting. I can't get a return on this time that they taking. My little nieces is blowing, my mama's head spraying. My girls give up from breaking up, fake this decaying. She say she love me to death, it's like I'm already dead. She got a whole nother life that lies beside her in bed. And here I stand as a ghost, I post a guy through the phone. I make her feel me in spirit, although my physical's gone. I take my love to my grave, my cell is a cave. Now it's more like a tomb where former street king slave. And we don't get no praises unless they come with JKs. And when we hit commissary, the bombers get paid. The system is crooked, I'm telling you straight. The beast is sweetie, your black ass is a snake. While you chasing the bread, you're being chased by the feds. And they ain't out for your blood, they want his vessel instead. Young niggas is tripping, taking drugs to cope, narcotizing they stress, and suppressing they hope. You can guess the result. Approaching destroyed. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, that's why they murder our boys. The American dream, no friend rest for the weak. Up and at 'em, little nigga, they tryna lull you to sleep. Once you're deep in the storm, that's when they'll kick off the war. You'll be dead by the morning or be a prisoner next door. This is not a surprise, know you heard this before. I'm just reiterating it and expounding some more. But if these words should ever fall on deaf ears, I say a prayer for you niggas, for God ain't answered it years. So I can't help you, your prayer can't save you. These here words might be your last savior. You should take heed, remember this rhyme. This is my PSA, one time for your mind, one time for your mind. Charge